Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 16th session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Eric is Stan, Bob is John, David is Terry, Ryan is Billy, Austin is Rolfur. Last time, y'all, having just returned back to your own world, re-entered the city, caught up with what had gone on in the 11 days that you'd been gone. You helped LA with a bit of catching up on some magic item crafting. You discussed things with Ilga, one of the other divines that is here. You purchased property. And after a night's rest, for those that needed it, you have come to look at this property. You checked out your 12-foot wide, 8-story tall theater building that you are going to be turning into a temple/religious school. Spent an hour or two in the morning looking at it, figuring out a basic plan, and now as we move on, I suppose you're ready to put that plan into action.
Well, they are. I need to go talk to the king's advisor.
You make your way off to do that. Stan, what are you working on?
Today... hold on me for a second. I'll figure out what I want to do with... so everyone else says their stuff.
You had decided that you were doing something to help them. At least as long as you remember, you told them that you were going to go work for getting lumber.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
Adam, it's been a couple weeks. I've changed. Everyone else weirdly is wearing the same thing.
I like this shirt.
Yeah, Matt.
I have literally never taken this shirt off.
Never.
I go try and get
We've
some
known
wood.
him for years. It's weird.
It's important. Try alchemy. Do it, kids.
So you go off to try and find the bill. Rolfur, what are you working on?
Got a day job. I go to my day job.
All right. You walk with John then. Well, to the same spot at least. Billy?
No, I'll totally walk with him. I have to walk in there openly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to be going to the theater. They should be wrapping up their stage show since we took a nearly 2-week romp around the Underland. So.
Oh, you head over to that theater, okay?
Yeah.
And Terry?
Terry, saying as no one is going to help him gather raw materials, is going to
Hi, nobody.
go with the old man to the theater and
What?
check it out. And wait, isn't that what you said?
You
were
guys
doing,
have
Bob?
already gone to the theater. That's where
Right.
you were leaving from.
Okay, well, Bob, what did you say you were doing?
He's going to meet with
Yeah,
the
I'm
king.
going to talk to the king's advisor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So since everybody's doing that,
Also, Stan just left to go find the mill.
To get wood for the project.
I need to get my ears checked. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stan.
Okay.
Okay.
Offer my floating discs to help transport lumber.
Okay.
Gosh.
God love you, David.
All right. So you're doing that. Billy would be the quickest to arrive, as he has the least distance to travel.
Yeah.
And he has a mount.
Yep. And, well, during my downtime, while we've been either waiting with Rolfur or the big amount of downtime that we had just sitting around on the other plane, I've been working on the draft of the play that I was going to propose to them after they had finished the current one.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to be about all of us and the story of the new gods as it stands so far.
Okay. Yeah. They're preparing for this evening's performance. They still have 4 days left.
Okay.
Which will give them, what is that, roughly, let's see, couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever, to actually prepare and get ready for yours. Beyond that, so they'll. So you say, you basically have a draft. Do you just sort of hand it off, or do you work with them, try and
Yeah, I'll spend time working with them to see what
what can be done?
what can be done with it, and
Yep.
if we need to make any changes, and make sure that I've got my hands on the project so I know that it's going well.
Yes. So it's still accomplishing your purpose, even as they work with it to accomplish theirs. Yeah. Yeah, you can help them working with that. From there, Rolfur and John would arrive at the castle. Rolfur, make your way in and continue about your work, I suppose.
Yeah, until something weird happens, it's basically my day job. I'm relying on these guys to drag me on an adventure at some point.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that. They're
I have been literally asking for adventures.
Yeah, I've been offering to help you.
Otherwise, the old man meets up with the advisor. And you're sort of taken off to private chamber for discussion. I'm glad that you have arrived back at long last. You all disappeared. I simply had Yertle choose to expand himself elsewhere and returned to take my old position in the meantime, before too many questions got asked.
That was probably wise of you. I had to go to another plane of existence and discuss things with a different god to figure out the best way to proceed. We're all very new at this, and as you know, intelligence is the most important thing to get.
Of course. So, of course, I can bring him back as needed, but in the interim, until
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure he will have reincarnated at some point. The way that we found to absorb another god requires the will. Their willing participation in the act.
Well, I don't think he knew that from...
Oh, no, he didn't. And he still does not.
Should we
keep
the knowledge from him?
Too many people know at this point. There's no way it won't come to him. I feel that our best thing is to blame everything on him, and then make him an ally until we can subvert it differently.
Okay.
Of course, there are other irons in the fire. I've recently purchased a building that I'm going to turn into something of a temple and a school. Do you remember that old tunnel? And I described the tunnel. I'm like, I own that building now. So
the old
once we get it
decrepit theater.
It won't be. Once we get it fixed up, the basement will be strangely cut off from the main building. Use it as you please.
Well, if I recall the building, all the floors were basically cut off from all the other floors.
Oh, don't worry. I have one of my guys fixing it.
Okay. I mean, it was before my time, obviously. I don't know the purpose of that place.
Well, we're going to turn it into a place of worship and,
I mean, I know what you are now, but it is still saying the word. It seems funny.
Tell me, my boy, do you worship your old man?
I pay fealty to him. You know that he's counted amongst your followers.
I walk up and I put my hand on his cheek, give him my newest spoon.
Actually, I mean, I guess the little bottom part, the advantage he gets charmed, is still beneficial.
Yeah. And I give it to him and I'm just like, you are my favorite child.
The disguise stuff. Yeah, it doesn't particularly. Now I understand why you say it doesn't do much for you. I guess not.
As I grow in power, so will you.
Wonderful. Well, then I guess I'll just have to keep trying to help that progress quickly.
Yes. Of course, you could always start reproducing as well. I wouldn't mind a few grandchildren. I am, after
but
all,
it's
an
such a
old man.
liability.
Yes, but imagine when you're my age, you're going to need someone of your capacity to handle it. And who else can you trust besides blood?
I suppose that's right.
Plus, I mean, those 4 dalliances you had, I know you liked the one of them. The 5th one I'm not counting.
I appreciate
that.
that.
Was a centaur, and it was weird.
You didn't have to say it. Such beautiful brown eyes, though.
Yes, the
Yes,
eyes.
lovely hooves.
Yeah, I can move past things like that.
Oh, come now. Who hasn't been beguiled by a centaur in their time?
So it's more common than...
Well, let's just say
No,
you're
it really
definitely
isn't.
my
You're
son. You're not there. You're in the building working on what I told you.
You're on the road, walking towards the mill.
Yes, and I don't suppose you know any of our people who are particularly interested in taking a cushy teaching job. After all, I feel like ours would be the best benefit of my... Such a shame that our people were so downtrodden before. You can put out feelers if you must.
I might know someone. Assuming that you work out the building to have
Buildings should be fixed
easier travel between the different floors.
Yes, buildings should be fixed today or tomorrow. Excuse me.
That's quick.
Yes, and it's amazing what you can do when a god of craft is on the case.
Well, we'll see how good he is.
Plus, I don't know if you've had his muffins, but
I think he had some of those when he set up a spread.
I know I lived in a castle as a king for quite some time, but those things, fucking incredible. You know what? We should probably just start calling him the Muffin Man.
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Man.
Make sure everybody knows the Muffin Man.
Yes.
Adam, what street is the building on?
It's of course on Drury Lane.
It's the building that you're currently doing. That's on the Broadway.
Okay.
We'll set you up a
Now
shop
the
in
back
Drury
of it,
Lane.
if you opened it up like a little bakery on the back side of it, like by knocking out that wall, that would be on Drury Lane. So.
You people.
Now I've named a street and I have to make notes.
It's really funny because I don't have to write it down.
I guess I don't have to make notes. Ryan down there is making
Yeah.
notes.
Honestly,
I'm not
if
writing
Ryan
down
wasn't
jokes.
there, I'd have to spend a lot more time actually working on things for my own game. I can't really half-ass it, but Ryan lets me three-quarter-ass it. That's crazy. Because I just get to go, hey Ryan, what was that thing that I forgot?
Yeah, what was that guy's name? Yeah,
Yeah, what was that guy's name?
I wrote it down.
Well, I mean, it's like the days of 3.5. I never learned that rule system. I just relied on Austin. I ran the games. Austin knew the rules.
I knew all the rules for 3.5. I read all the books, and when we switched to 5e, I am still messed up about it.
5e, I read all the rules.
Yeah, you still catch me referencing 3.5 nonsense.
Of course. Nonsense is right, buddy. Okay, so you're doing that. You're overworking on that.
Do I need to do a persuasion to get him to reproduce, or...
You're my
No, and that's creepy.
I'm rolling one anyway. 30.
Doesn't matter. I'm ignoring it.
I think would nagging be
The
considered
powers of a
intimidation?
child, I forgot.
Yeah, nagging might be considered an intimidation check.
It would still be 30.
So, Stan and Terry, you've made your way out of the city and about 2 miles down the road to where the mill is sort of set up there.
Is it run by the DeMille family?
No, it's not.
It's run by the Millers.
Minor milk.
No, they
Is it
founded it,
run-
but they no longer work there.
It's the minor milk.
It's run by the Chandlers.
Is it the Minor Milko?
Yeah, is it Minor Milkos? Because minor milling is major business?
No. The Minor Milk Co. Is the dairy farms.
Oh, I thought that was the Butterbitch company.
No.
Nothing so vulgar.
You're fucking right.
No,
Why?
they make dog butter. Don't be.
They make specifically dog treats for pregnant dogs.
Does the sign on that mill say "barking up the right tree"? Huh. Well, we walk in.
That tickles me.
Yeah.
We go
I'm a
and
bad influence.
see if they will sell lumber direct.
Yep. No. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of walk in. You can see people basically. There is sort of narrow lanes headed away from it, of which lumber is being hauled up from. You can also see in the distance a few strips that have been are basically in the process of being allowed to regrow. With
No eco-terrorism here.
with rows of full trees that are like dividing each of these, basically allowing seeds to scatter between as they go. But otherwise, yeah, someone will, sort of hop off of sort of a system where they're, hauling up logs with hooks and put it on
Okay.
sort of a water mill system. But what are you
Hello
doing
there.
here?
We've come to purchase lumber.
We produce lumber. That's incredibly fortuitous.
I got everything
If
need
you
right
had
here.
really come to buy anything else, I'd have to tell you that you're in the wrong place. Wow.
Well, really good. So, 25 on persuasion on
Whoa.
discount.
Okay. Now, so, would you like to buy some from us? We have some.
Well, that's a good question. My friend here has some things to say about that. He
Yeah.
rolled 25 diplomacy. Persuade.
Persuasion on
Diplomacy.
They
Persuasion.
are now an ally.
He is now
They will
fanatically
assist you in
devoted
war.
to you.
see if you can help us with the prices or transportation of this lumber.
We've got the transportation part. I can cast the floating disc a few times if needed.
How much would you like?
How much do we need to fix up to do what we need to do to the place?
What are you trying to do? I know you are connecting
We're
the
putting in-
auditorium seating to the backstage area and just putting a floor on
Yep.
the I guess
All seven.
the 6 floors that are missing it.
Yep. So the air stage.
Making some stairs.
Making
You
we're
obviously
making
need to pay
stairs,
for it.
making
stairs.
ladders.
What kind of stairs are you?
I'm thinking like a 50-degree angle ramp that has like handholds.
What? David,
Little
you have to
ladder.
climb them with fucking books. Make a proper staircase.
Yeah.
And like doors.
That's the point, Bob.
You're not making a proper staircase?
No, it is we need a staircase.
Yes, staircase is incredibly vague. Are you making a spiral staircase? Are you making something grand or are you just doing like the modern day boring staircase that we're used to seeing in?
This is a temple. You have to take artistry into consideration.
You don't have to.
Not
That's
at
why I'm
first.
asking.
We don't. At
It's
first,
made
we
out
want to
of
get this.
wood.
We want to get this thing open. Our goal right now is expediting. We're worried. Well, we can worry about augmenting things later.
Now,
So I want to build a boring wooden staircase that is sturdy.
okay. Now, are you? He mentioned doors. Are you doing doors and walls on any of the?
Because like all the dressing rooms are supposed to be offices for the.
Okay, so the stairs are just going to go up into the classroom, and you just kind of walk through the classroom and carry on if you want a higher classroom. But you're putting doors and walls for the offices behind. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you
It would be
were
nice if
you
I
were
didn't have to
building
walk.
platforms on the back of each room to cover the whole.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's where the auditorium part is basically going to be. Like where the speaker will be. The
Well, the speaker would theoretically be in the area, the front area you're building, because that's where, assuming you're trying to use all the existing seats.
Yeah.
Because the seats all face that way. The
Oh,
hole
sorry, I
is in the back,
misunderstood what you were saying.
in the back of
Yep.
the room. Yeah.
Yep, I misunderstood. Yep.
Okay. Railings on your staircases.
For safety, yeah. Always
Yeah,
have
and listen, we're going to be OSHA approved.
There is no OSHA, and if there was, you'd control it.
Yeah, I know, and I approve of railing.
You know, I'm not a fan of.
railing, yeah. I persuade you for railing if I need to.
My Minecraft days are coming back to me.
Hold shift.
Exactly. You don't need rails.
How many times did you fall to your death?
The better question is how many times did somebody else fall to their deaths?
But robot
Yeah,
chickens-
those somebody else's could be your worshippers.
Yeah, family
Not
that
enough.
make it too. They need
Fine.
railing.
And do the stairs have a back? Are they just the horizontal surface, or are you actually backing each stair?
Just horizontal for now.
Okay.
We can spruce it up later.
Okay.
Well, also we
Maybe.
need to fix any holes, like any structural damage or holes in the actual building. So a little extra wood to make sure the roof is solid and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanna figure out how much we need for the bare minimum effort before we worry about any of that.
About shoring up the roof.
Before we worry about shoring up any roof or holes or
Didn't you
Why
guys
don't-
like
backing
It's all
stairs.
going to be paid for, David.
It'll be paid for eventually. If I want to get the stuff now, I've got the money I have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to cost over $5,000.
No.
I would like it to not cost $1,000.
Oh, it will.
I'll pay you back.
Like that's not the point.
It is the point. You're being selfish.
I am.
So keeping it pretty base and not shoring up roof wall, like exterior stuff that not worrying about that yet.
I will probably do so, but
Okay.
let's get
what
the
you've
focus
done so
working.
far, he can do for 3,000 gold.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead in that case, and that's
And
after
they
the 20
and with that, as long as it's this city, they can bring it, to the nearest main road within there. You're on one of the main roads, so that'll work.
with Stan's 25 diplomacy, did that get brought down at all?
That's what he's basically the transportation is what he's agreed with that. Also, as he's talking, you would have to take many trips. It is like 3 bunks of lumber. Like,
I have 5 uses of Tensor's floating disk today. So, I mean,
The disc.
each one is 500 pounds.
Yes, but how big around is it?
I think it's like 4 feet.
Yeah, that won't work.
It'll be great. Just we put it on.
It's only
generally,
for
the lumber
shipping.
here is in 16-foot board lengths. for
Yeah,
most
we just have one of us walking in front, one of us walking behind.
David,
He's like,
shipping's
if you
already
really want me
free.
to take off what that would be, I guess I can save you 15 gold.
Fine. Go ahead and bring it in. Alright, so I'll buy, so you said 3,000, so I will go ahead and spend 4,000 to get extra lumber for the other things.
Okay. Yeah.
And just like that, I'm broke.
Yeah, so he's like, well, we have 2 of those we can bring, like, immediately, and we should have the others ready probably by tomorrow at least.
Okay.
We'll have to still strap and bundle it. But yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him if I can go and see his workmen.
Sure, at least the ones that are around here, quite a ways to walk if you wanted the ones.
Okay. Well, the ones that are around here are getting fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, they like you. Nobody does this. We're just out here with the trees.
Meanwhile, pops open magical easy bake oven, mixes together real ingredients, throws it to the oven, ding, cookies.
Wait, wasn't that the god of bad ideas?
Damn it, Bob!
And
Ding?
anyone that's slightly injured, they're
Going ding.
Ding.
Yeah. So I spend like 20 minutes making them some chocolate chip cookies, and we leave.
Yep.
Everyone has their splinters removed.
Splinters, calluses, for aching backs.
They need
They're calluses? Oh no!
My soft hands, I feel pain again.
I mean, listen, their wives are going to be real happy for a couple days, but their hands are going to be painful.
It's like, you gotta rebuild those.
What's the restoration? Sorry, bro.
Guys, don't let this one anywhere near you.
Certainly don't worship him.
He's evil.
Oh, I'll convince them. They love me.
Love me and your lack of calluses.
You like your soft, dainty hands.
Maybe I'll come to you when I retire.
I'm just saying, the calluses on my hands have saved me from many a burn. And a couple cuts.
Yeah, if you work with your hands... I mean, I basically have none. Mine are very nice, soft, noble hands. But, for those that are stuck working with your hands...
Oh, no, I know.
Laborers.
Look at this guy with his noble hands.
That's in the hand. You'll feel it.
You have noble hands too, David.
I would not describe my hands as noble.
No,
You've got
you would
dainty
have to be.
lady
You would have to be very pompous to do that.
Wear a goatee or something.
He's got hands that have got oven burns and knife cuts.
Grr! No.
Anyways, so that took a couple hours.
Oh, and you're a wizard too. Writer's cramp.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah. I don't know if I currently do, but I will half the time hand it with calluses just along the side from writing. That is the spot where I will actually have ended up with calluses at times in my life. So, old man, after your time with the attendant, what do you go off to do?
I got my teaching issue taken care of. I guess I need to go find more finances.
Okay.
I'm running low on money.
Like maybe an adventure.
So I very specifically am not looking for an adventure. I'm gonna go and I don't know, maybe is there I guess I'll do a history on a wealthy family in the area that's been a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. 18.
None that are particularly problematic. Any that, well, especially if you're saying in the area being in the city.
Yeah, like I'm looking for someone who, like, for one reason or another, I could not openly move against.
Yeah, there are some in Raton or the Great City that are still, are a bit of begrudging kind of alliance in order to keep their position. But anyone actually in this city, you have long since curated during.
That is a very good word. Okay, then I guess I find one that I don't think would notice missing, or like would be able to survive missing some money.
Any of the ones you're thinking of could survive it.
Well, I'm gonna go and rob them of cash. Do I know any of them that keep money, like large quantity sums of cashy money on hand, or would they keep it at a bank / temple / something of that sort?
In general, most of them keep majority of their money somewhere vaulted in their own property.
Excellent. I'm gonna go and abscond with some of that.
Okay.
I guess I'll talk
Here in
to
broad
the
daylight?
boy. I'll talk to the boy and get some information
He's like,
about who he thinks who, like, he wants to be, like, if he's got opinions on who I target, and if he has any information on how to do it.
he's like, obviously we have in some of the less kindly to travel sections of the tunnels below, we do technically have access to all of their homes. You could crawl up through a toilet.
That's something I haven't done before.
Yeah,
It's a reverse Santa Claus.
it's an interesting term for it, Rolfur.
What? He comes in through the bottom instead of through the top, and instead of bringing things, he takes things.
I'm coming to take your shit.
And I'd ask him if the same fences are there for transferring gold to platinum and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we can easily change currencies and such.
You're still
I've
taking
actually-
a cut, though.
I'm
You're
actually
still taking a cut.
Of course. I've actually
I'm no longer
been working
king. I don't get
on
this.
this. And he pulls out from a pocket one side of what is a coin mold dictating the masks.
Oh, with
Depicting the
mine.
mask. Yeah.
I'm just like, excellent.
As long as we match the weight, it wouldn't have any more trouble traveling here than neighboring countries' coin. So...
I like that. Other side, what are we doing for that?
I haven't quite gotten to that one yet. I've still been working on this, but just something in my spare time. But
You could always do the new temple. It's part of the skyline, after all.
perhaps
Just city skyline with the temple right there in the middle.
we could see.
Though, you do know where the real temple is.
Yes. Are you doing anything to change the top of the building? Make it more distinctive?
I was thinking a giant statue of the mask. Or I don't know, maybe something less me-centric.
But
I'll put one of the artisans that the god of craft on it. I'll think of something interesting, something that represents us all.
so a donut, got
Everyone loves donuts.
it.
I mean, they're awesome.
Nah,
No,
I was thinking.
Not quite as good as the creamy crisp place we've got here. Nothing quite like a nice hot fresh donut.
I was thinking something more like. Let's see if I can find a piece. Something like the cardboard things, except for like instead of layers, it'd be like layers of gods. Like a cardboard.
I like how he
That would
introduces
make a
this as
terrible
I have
fucking
cardboard. Yum.
That would make a bad statue.
Yeah, you need to figure out how to make a layer cake that represents us, David.
Right?
Yeah, we can have the Festival of the Gods where it is served every year.
Anyways, other than that, he kind of points out that none of the houses are like empty during the day. Like it's not like any of them have anyone that just everyone goes to work and it's gone. So
What fun would it be if they were empty?
I just,
Do you know how long it's been since I got to do field work?
no.
Well, you came of age, I stopped doing field work.
Thus, it's your fault.
You did become an
Yeah,
old man.
pretty much.
Okay, that was clever.
Otherwise, he'll let you figure out what to do there.
Does he have blueprints or any information or anyone I can speak to about it? I mean, he's busy.
I mean, you would know where any of that would be found. Like, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go talk to some of the boys. You have a good day.
And in general, any of the blueprints, they might have some notes on interior walls, but they are basically, they denote the exterior and the supporting. Basically, only the interior supporting walls are what's actually solidified in there, noting anything else is technically fluid within it. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go through my options and see if anything is noted for tunnels or anything that they actually have. Or like how close the vault would be to the privy sort of thing.
Okay.
Because that would definitely be 4 supporting walls because of how thick they are.
Yep. So you're working on figuring out that for a bit. Terry and Stan arrive back to the temple not long before the first cartload.
Well, immediately when we get back, Stan, do you have mending?
No, I
Okay.
heal humans, not objects.
Well, if you want to go ahead and when the laborers get here, or if you want to like just, you know what, do what you want, but like, I mean, do you want to like direct laborers and people when they get here? I'm gonna go inside and start fixing small stuff.
Stuff to
Yeah, I'll be
fix. There's
manager.
also, it's just dirty. It was dusty and cobwebs and all of that
I
was
am-
also still in there.
Not gonna ask him to clean. That is below a god. Terry will do it, but he's not gonna ask a god to do it.
I'm gonna be climbing through poop soon.
I'll be manager, and I'll use my persuasion on people to tell them what to do.
Okay. And I will be prestidigitation cleaning things and mending things on the first floor. When you say manual elevator, like it's literally just like a rope pull. Oh, Terry can't get upstairs. He can't go up.
He would have to fly up.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
need a
you-
lift?
He's gonna fix things on the first floor while we wait.
Do you need a lift, David?
No, we can do the first stuff, the first floor for now. The first floor has plenty of things he needs to do, right, Adam?
Yeah. It actually,
Good.
you find decent amount of water damage from the leaky ceiling that has fallen from the ceiling all the way down. And so even the floor itself under some areas has to be repaired. There's mold underneath the floor.
Okay, in that case, my primary goal right now is to get a spot where we can unload things into a safe area. I don't want the clean lumber getting rotted immediately.
It's more towards the outside. So if you just like put it right inside the door, that area is still, because there's ceilings above, fine.
Okay.
Alright. But you do notice, as you arrive there, that there are two sort of torch sconces aligning the door are aflame on either side.
So someone turned on the torch? Like, it wasn't lit before we
No,
left?
it was not lit before we got.
Message back to Stan. We might have a problem.
No,
Please
like, this
come
is like
in.
at the entrance doors, like when you
Oh.
show. Yeah.
At
So
the
are we-
entrance.
Yeah.
Let's check out. Okay,
First?
first thing first. This place is a rotting building.
Hmm?
I'm putting the torches out.
They won't go out.
Oh,
They also don't seem to burn you.
Here.
Ever burning torches. Very nice.
It's Adam's favorite magic item.
It's one of the best.
It's one of my.
It's one of the
favorites,
best
too.
ones just to flood a world with.
Mm-hmm.
It's just convenient.
Why don't we go in and see what's going on?
Otherwise, you notice some areas with little globules of light just sort of sitting, maybe a rock here that's been, of rubble that's been set. And you notice, as you get to the middle section, also, there are some lights on some of the upper floors that are just sort of sitting around. And there's just kind of a section of board, of like smaller but loose boards that have basically been dropped down from the higher levels. Section of along with just like crumpled papers and etc.
But like,
someone ransacked it?
Hmm?
Like someone ransacked the area?
No. Looking around and waiting until more stuff is tossed down, there's someone on an upper floor that is tossing down like the garbage that is just sitting on.
hello?
Excuse me? Yeah.
Hi. Alice is up there
Oh.
and leans
yeah,
over
totally.
sort of the railing balcony on the.
Oh, I'm glad it's you. We've got
Me too.
we've got we've got a ton of lumber that's coming in. So when you hear lots of noise from the lower floors, that's what's going on.
Okay. Try to be careful not to just throw stuff down then if you're hanging out here again.
Okay, yeah, I'll be on the first floor fixing things up for a bit.
Okay.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, no. Figuring
I
out
see.
things to do the lighting. But
Oh yeah, no,
you
you
can only do so much at a time.
no, after the polish that you're putting on, this place is just shining.
Well, not yet.
No, just like kind of kick some of the trash down the elevator shaft. Anyway, yeah.
All right. By the way, yeah. So lumber arrives and can be brought and sat in. Yeah, and so probably the first task is probably to reshore up that ground level, or to fly up and reshore up the roof to prevent anything from leaking in. You do technically need other materials for some of this. You have the wood.
Okay.
You
What other
need
material do we need?
generally
So-
nails And for the roof, some sort of tar or other material that's more expensive than tar.
I guess. Do you want to go get the estimates, David? Or
Would you
let's
mind?
go
I can do minor patches. Would you mind doing that?
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
currently raining out, so you could, yeah, I mean, you could start removing things to be able to do like the first floor. You don't have to do the roof first,
Yeah.
as long as you don't think it's gonna rain.
I mean, even if it rains, I can still
How much?
spend an hour or two mending
Yeah.
wet floors.
How much is a tarp in this world?
Just like
For the
a
time
Oil
You know,
cloth?
oiled canvas?
yeah.
Depends on the size.
Enough to fill the hole?
To cover the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have any money on you?
62 gold?
I'm gonna go ahead and give you. I've got 1,300. I'm gonna give you 800. So that you have money to buy things if needed.
Okay. I'll go try and buy actual roofing materials then.
Mhm.
And nails.
Yeah. No. Easy enough. If you find the blacksmith first, he's very familiar to point out where you could get tar from there. And the blacksmith, you can just listen for. That's
20 persuasion on cheaper prices.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Yeah. I befriend him and roll 27.
27. Yeah, you just count that overall shopping bit, and for what you need for all of that, he'll do for 70 gold.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Otherwise, Terry, you're probably actually like removing some of the seats that, as you just grab and pull up on them, just kind of slide out where some of the wood is rotted. Like, oh, this is one that needs to be.
Yep. Tearing
When I
out
get-
old.
I give you the change, 742. I gave 12 gold to it and kept 50 of mine. Yeah, I gave you the change.
Thanks.
This was apparently not the more expensive portion of this. Standard nails, affordable.
Okay.
Well, and roof.
Yeah,
How much
raw
is the roof
tar.
stuff?
That was included because that's also
Oh.
not for the amount you need to patch things. Not very much of a deal. So I was like, we'll just throw them all together. Yeah. So you. How do you begin your, I guess, fabrication?
I mean, once the materials are there,
Mhm.
I'm going to basically just take some charcoal and draw out general blueprints, and then go about using my 3 fabricates today in putting together as much stairs and roof reworkings as I can, since we have the materials.
Fabricate.
And that's a 10-foot cube.
Or 8 connected
5
5-foot cubes.
Yep. sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know that's hard sometimes.
I don't know. And do you also use a fly to? Because you mentioned the roof amongst those.
I would like to get the stairs together first.
Getting the stairs up to the top basically requires you to do each floor to help support them as they go.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise you're just trying to build stairs that are like loose hanging against the wall, and that's
Yeah, let me make sure.
possible, but not as secure. And you just don't feel like that's the best way for you to climb less secure stairs.
Yes, I will use my fly.
Okay. So you basically do roof, round, and you get a couple floors there. Do you remove the backdrop?
No, not today.
Okay.
Because I mean, like, I'm not getting, unless I'm actually getting to the finishing the floors.
I mean, like once you're at the second floor, you'd be making that decision of are you leaving a hole in the floor or not? Yeah.
No, definitely not leaving a hole in the floor.
Okay. Then yeah, so you just
yeah, no, I mean, I'll get as much done today as I can, for sure.
Okay.
And once I'm out of fabricates, I mean...
You said you had 3 uses of fabricate?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless I'm going to my higher level spells, unless I'm upcasting. Once I've used 3 fabricates, then unless somebody's... Like, that's going to be, like, probably 2 hours, because just getting everything together in place and ready. Terry, once he's done with the 3 fabricates, he'll just start manually working.
Okay.
when
Unless people
those
like
drop stuff off, if we know that David's gonna actually end up having to manually work, can we convince some of those people dropping stuff off to come donate their time for a temple to the gods?
I mean, they are in the middle of their work day.
I mean, come back after work.
I mean, we appreciate the cookies. Don't get me wrong.
Convince them to come back after work to donate their time. Help the gods.
We'll see how I'm feeling at the end of a long day of manual labor.
Oh, you feel great with this lust restoration.
My calluses! My hands are going to be in so much pain!
No, my calluses!
You feel fantastic.
So what they're doing is taking quite a bit of time.
Yeah. So you're working on that. And once you start doing more finer details and getting it, say, where like this first floor's little lecture hall is, say, set, and then you're able to use your stairs to go up to the second floor and start finishing tidying the stuff on the old section that you're leaving, etc. Alice heads off.
Okay. Thank you for your help, Alice.
I'll be back. I'm getting some help. I guess old man's funding it, so I have an idea.
For the record, I didn't say the old man's funding it.
I gave her 1,000 gold.
I don't know that. I don't know anything you do.
You were there.
You were at the table when she started being all worried about being given money.
Oh, that, yes. Okay, sorry. My bad.
Every time. Swear to God.
Rolfur, as you're sitting there, you're working through your tomes, you start to find references, and you find about a year period under the former king that is quite some time ago, that just some of the names and information just seems to have been removed. Like you are just missing information from this certain period.
Well, I smell juicy gossip. I go a snooping. Any king who cuts out that information is hiding something. I'm looking at we're expecting bastards, maybe an affair. What was he at war with somebody?
You can find here that it looks like the current king had just recently been born at that point. It was probably a couple years after that. And yeah, there's just some articles and stuff. Data that has been removed here. Where are you trying to... And this was when the current king was like 2 years old. Is the period of which this happened.
Well, if it's just like all data's missing, I suppose I start trying to do my sleuthing and figure out what I think happened. Like what somebody's trying to hide something. What are they trying to hide?
And
Does it appear to be a lineage thing? Like this kid's not actually the heir to the throne?
I wouldn't necessarily be that. It would be a number of noble alliances, you think? And it was in the years, probably a few years before, after some hours of sleuthing, you find that it's a few years before the country really started ramping up some of the tactics that they used to help peacefully obtain the neighboring countries. So, you only have so much that you can gather just looking through record books that are kept here, but
Yeah.
you can spend some time and at least figure out it's before that, and it seems other potential allies that were here, but you're not finding record of who those allies would have been, or...
Is all thing gonna slowly turn into WikiLeaks?
Man, there's
I know everything, but I'm not telling you.
I hid that information very well. Good luck.
Otherwise, you spend better part of the day working with the revising the script, but at a certain point, I'm talking to Billy now because I never addressed that. But working on the script, and eventually they're okay. We need to call it a day for me.
All right.
At least some things we can start looking for.
Yeah, just tell me when you need to show up for additional.
Really, I need to. At this point, I'm, can work on ideas as I get, but I'm not actively working on the current production as it's finishing up its run.
Oh, we lost Bob.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
all the time. Plugged in and it's still not working. Very annoying.
Alright.
Because I don't lose connection on the internet side. It's not the issue.
Clearly not.
Something with Discord.
Just the video.
Yeah, just the video. The audio cuts out too when it does that, but it cuts back in, so.
So
We can tell.
yeah. So we're done for the revisions for today.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything as far as that I need to be aware of, like going forward on this?
I will continue to work on things if you want, in your absence, if you want to come back and see what's been done to make sure everything is progressing as intended.
Sure. We have a couple weeks of prep time before any of that actually starts getting ready.
Certainly.
All right. Yeah. Well, I will see you soon.
Although it is quite clear, probably within a week they're wanting to start casting, building, prepare. There's probably within a week is when they should be
Yeah.
trying to pull things together. Yeah.
Start casting. Start writing up scripts for people. I can help out with advertising.
That. You're working down there.
Well, if they're done with me for the day, I'm going to go back to the temple
Okay.
Yep.
So you head back there.
and see what people are up to.
So the old man is managed to look in spots, and you've picked out the best target, you think. Do you want to choose to go now? No. Mid-afternoon? Wait till nightfall? What's your thought?
Go now.
Okay.
And just be a snicky. Do I know approximately how many feet from the toilet into the vault? Like how thick the wall would be?
If you are going through things, it's about 10 feet of space, of which you also believe there is a hallway in the middle of there too. You think about 10 feet space from where the toilet would enter.
I have dimension door now, so if I can figure out the approximate distance, I can loop straight through.
If you are trying to dimension door into the vault, you are not sure the vault is physically large enough for you depending on how much they have in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theirs is not vault rooms. Theirs is,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you drop your way down.
I'm gonna turn my whole thing into a full body wetsuit.
Okay. Yep.
I just swim my way through.
Yep, so yeah, you make your way through, and of course, current toilet structures would have an area that you could, basically lift up. Of course, you target when there is no light visible in the bathroom, but looking up you do see, light in the hallway outside of it from the slightly ajar door.
I'm wondering, do I have dark vision as a doppelganger? If I do, I didn't write it down, so it's not important right now. I'll look at it later.
Doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll sneak on in. Sneak check?
Stealth, yeah. Let's see how you do with that.
Go ahead and roll a stealthy boy. 37.
Wow.
Yeah, 37.
None of them got you. Wow. So yeah, you sneak your way up, basically having to go through a bit of a sluice way to get beneath the spot to pull yourself up, landing somewhat soiled feet on their, as you're climbing out.
When I start climbing out, can I use my little onesie to do a ripple to push all the filth off of me?
Does it have that effect? What does it do? What was its...
I mean, I can change the shape and size of it, so I figured, I could do a thing where I, make it wring itself out, where none of the poo sticks to it.
No. No, that does not include the prestidigitation queen effect.
Well, poo.
Quite explicitly.
Before I climb out of the portal, I put my portable hole in the wall, hop into it, and clean up there without getting any poo on the floor?
You can make a acrobatics check.
Okay. Don't think I'm trained in acrobatics, so let's see how I do. I am not trained in acrobatics, so I get a 15.
15's enough to just make a short trip. To just basically lean yourself back and like roll backwards into it without.
There wouldn't be any like hand towels or anything like that in the bathroom I can yank. Oh,
Hand
yeah,
towels,
I'm totally yanking.
rug.
Well, I'm not going for the rug, but like something that people would ordinarily use for the wiping at this time would probably be some nature of linen.
That would be separate than the hand towels, though.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I'm not looking for like the clean. Yeah.
But yeah, there's fabric things you can utilize.
I'm gonna clean myself up well enough that I won't be making a smear down the hallway.
You're not going to be sliding through. Not going to be slip sliding away.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put those just right down the toilet.
Alright.
And I'm gonna climb back out of my hole, take it away, and I'm gonna sneak to the vault.
So you peer out the door into the hallway, and at the very end of the hallway is someone leaned back in a chair facing the opposite direction. They're probably 10 feet away from you.
If he doesn't have total cover, he can't hide. Means
Is
all
there
guards
like,
behind them.
is there a corner? Or, like, is there? corners
They
that I
are
can duck?
basically sitting at a split, and then you probably about 15 feet before you get to the doors that on either end, which you know the one on the far end would be this one that would go towards the vault. That's about 15 feet back away.
Away from him?
Yeah,
Or towards the way he's facing?
away from him. Like he is watching the entrance to this hallway, and you have entered already in the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the door, then sneak it.
Okay.
If he's not facing, I'm
Yeah.
just going to sneak over that way.
Yep.
Can I open the door?
The door. Make a
Very
luck
gently.
check.
Very gently checking it. 4.
For the door is locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try and unlock the door then. Let's see. That's 25, I believe.
25 is enough to unlock the door.
Yeah, because I can't double proficiency tool. So yeah, 25. Okay, then I'm going to stealthily go through the door and close it behind me.
You enter into the room which you know the vault to be in. There is another door on the wall that is immediately to your left, vault being off to your right, that is partially ajar, and you can hear a couple of people talking in that room.
Can I hear what they're saying, or do I?
It sounds like some sort of business dealing.
Okay. And if they walk out the door, they're gonna like immediately see the vault door.
They would basically see this room, and yeah, the vault's just kind of facing out towards the middle. Though this room that you're in is unlit, the room they are in is, so there may be another entrance into it.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the vault, and I'm gonna use my brand new disguise self to be the guard that I just saw, and then I'm going to start picking the lock on the door.
Yep. Okay.
Ah.
This one you believe to be difficult, nearly impossible, even.
Uh, 29?
Doesn't. You feel like you're very close. I need another stealth check.
No, wait, 17. Oh, wait. I think that number was too high. 26.
26.
Was what I rolled.
Yes, you still don't make it. But you do need another stealth check, as this is taking extra time.
30.
You're fine. They rolled garbage. They're engrossed in their conversation.
Okay, well, it's in the upper 30s. Okay.
Their base rolls when they're needing like probably like 20, maybe like an 18 or 19. I'd have to look, but they rolled a 2 and a 4. They're busy.
I get cleric spells, don't I?
You have
A little bit.
yeah, you get some. You have your domain spells at will, and then you get like the certain ones that you've chosen of certain levels.
I don't know. What did you prepare today?
Well, I was gonna do guidance.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, cantrips are the ones like I think you have 3 cantrips. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna guidance myself. Guidance? I just need a little guidance. Yeah, I don't think I get any other. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
Hey, where'd you go? Okay. Oh. Ugh. Okay, it's better. And then it's just proficiency plus 5, so 9. I just hit 30.
30 is what you need.
Jesus Christ! I had to roll the friggin' natural 20 or a 19.
It was
Sounds
nearly impossible.
Fuck's sake.
You should cut that part of the door out and keep the lock.
I'm not. No. Okay.
That would take a lot of extra time and noise, but.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cast Without Trace before I enter. Because I get that as a cleric. Let me look up what it does real quick. I'm thinking.
That's
Oh.
one of his domain spells.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so I get an additional +10 to my stealth checks, and I leave no tracks or traces of my passage. And I can't be tracked by magical means.
That's what you should have done with the poo on your feet. Just kept it there.
Yeah, I could have just kept it there. Okay.
Otherwise, so you pull open the safe. Has some various dividers. There is on top a row on the back of various different keys. There is files with probably about 4 files of just like papers sorted there. Along the bottom are 7 like clamped closed bags, as in like bags of coin that have been sealed in a way where you would have to break either the bag or the seal in order to access the coin. There are 4 platinum bars, and there are 22 gold bars, each being 1 pound bars of in weight, stacked up in there. And there is some sort of silver bracelet, about yay thick, that has a topaz on both left and right side of it. Set up on the top shelf of its own.
I'm gonna put my portable hole against the wall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna load everything in there, but not the bracelet or the files.
Okay. So you take all of the bags of coins, all of the loose bars. You take all of the keys.
Not the keys.
Not the keys. Okay, so you leave the bracelet, the keys, the papers, but basically all.
On one of the papers, take it I know one of the thieves guilds in this area, or a
you
thieves
know
guild that's notorious.
you know what operates
Can
as
I
the
do
Thieves Guild, although technically you have enough infiltration in them that
Yeah, can I do a history check of like a notorious thief, like of legend?
you can make a check. Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, no. There's the legendary Dustan is a brilliant thief.
Okay,
No one thieves like
so
Dustan.
I just no one's thieves like Dustan. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a little note. I'm gonna do a forgery so it doesn't look like my handwriting.
Pretty used to
I'm
that.
just going to write withdraw all your money, signed Dustan. And I leave that on the shelf. And I take that down and I close this thing and lock it.
Choosing to take the coins, you need 2 more stealth checks as you load up your thing.
Okay, so that's 40. I'm getting a plus 20, and I can't roll beneath a 10. And I get it, so I can't roll beneath 23, or I can't roll beneath a 33.
Ah, reliable talent.
So that's a 33. So I rolled a 2, but that 2 don't count. And then 18. Let's see. 21, 31, 41 for my second.
You know coins usually make more sound than this in a bag, but maybe it's
I'm
that
just
pass without
so-
trace spell is just muffling the air or something.
He took his shirt off and just like shoved it in there and made sure that each coin was like separated by cloth.
Not even Rolfur can pass of me.
And on the note, I'm going to add, I left you your bracelet and your keys. You're welcome.
And your files, but whatever.
Yeah, so I take my portable hole, I close and I lock the door back up, and then I'm going to sneak it out.
Okay, so you walk out?
I'm sneaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I guess I could dimension door straight to the bathroom because I know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, straight to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then, boop. Then just.
You should have left.
You
the
touch your
messages-
face while you're down in this. Ew.
just my way out.
Make a con save.
Uh, 16.
16. And are you immune to disease?
I believe so.
Do you have any ability that gives it to you?
Sure.
Because you would have had to have taken that for maybe your epic boot or something, if not. Otherwise, you have
No.
pink eye, my friend.
That's okay.
You are neither a monk or a paladin. You wouldn't get access.
Yeah.
Are you immune to disease? Sure. I don't know how that works. Okay.
Let's see. And how many bags were there again?
Fuck.
Did you say?
Did I say?
Said that there was 3 bars of gold, 1 bar of platinum. You just
No,
said there were.
No, wrong.
I think it was 4 platinum and 22 gold.
Yes.
Did I not say?
You
not.
said that they had bags of coin that would need to be pierced. if
Okay,
you
because
wanted
I just described them. Well, then actually, no, I didn't, because I only rolled 2 dice.
Okay, so 4 plat.
There were 18 bags in there, and
25 gold or 22 gold?
22 gold bars,
Yeah.
each worth 50 gold. 4 platinum bars, each worth 500 gold.
And 18 bags?
18 bags, 5 of which contain 50 platinum, the rest of which contain 50 gold pieces.
Okay, so 550. 550 and 13 flat. 13. So 50.
And did you like close and lock the safe before you left?
Yeah.
Okay. Just figuring out how soon they notice.
How much did you say platinum bars were worth?
A platinum bar is worth 500 gold.
Yeah.
For frick's sake, I have sausage fingers. I can't type.
Okay, you got all that. Here,
And
Billy,
they were-
you get back to the Temple to Be at the point where L.A. and Alice are arriving. Terry is in there working manually at this point, largely doing clear up of stuff in preparation for the next days.
All right. So I see people are working on. I asked Terry what's currently being worked on.
Well, I've got some of the stairs up. We've got the roof patched. But right now I'm just getting the first floor ready for everything.
Yeah.
All right.
First floor is nearly done. Like, it looks very much like a completed place when you walk in.
Okay.
Because the first floor is basically taken care of, other than what Ellie and Alice are arriving to do. And then the second floor is laid in at least enough that, like, it's a ceiling for the first floor. So it very much looks like that. There's a lot of stuff is probably piled up near the doors that needs to be taken somewhere. I don't know if you want to do something with those canvases or just add them to the trash, but
By the way, when you come in, you're probably hit by a horrible stench that is a direly sweating Batman.
Product statement.
But otherwise, yeah, first floor, second floor, and roof is basically what I presume you've done for today.
If you stink so bad, bam! Now you smell like cinnamon.
Your rival.
Once he takes him, oh, we're gonna fix that real quick. But no, once we
Bam, vanilla.
yeah, right. No, once he's like actually like stopping to talk, he will like prestidigitation himself and start cleaning himself up. But like he's not doing that in between things.
Right. All right. So we need some trash to take out. We need check out whether or not there's more rotting stuff that needs to be removed. And then, so we need a lot of cleaning, and then you need more spell slots, basically.
I mean, I have more spell slots. I can upcast Fabricate a few times. I think like twice, but I didn't use skill empowerment, so I can do the 3 times today. So I could do 3 more. I was planning on doing 3 more if we were certain nothing else was going to happen, because I also did not prepare Fireball today, so I have no combat spells. So, yeah.
I'll keep you safe.
Unlikely that we'll get into a scenario in the middle of the town where we'll need Fireball.
Right.
What are they gonna do? Kill us?
Okay.
You still don't know where Yertle ended up with that.
No.
I mean, your comment is, well, you know he's not dead, but you don't know what's going on with him.
No.
Yeah, but he chose to come back, so, I mean, as long as he chooses to come back.
I mean, if anybody cares...
Alice kind of pops up.
I mean, as far as we're concerned, though, we don't know what happened. We don't know Yordle got killed. That wasn't shared.
Oh yeah, only some of you know that. But even those that do know don't know what happened. Anyways, Alice pipes up. I can Fireball.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's light.
oh,
Anyway, so...
She has it at will.
I never took you as a hot-headed child.
I mean, I didn't ask for it. But
Light domain, man. Anyway, if that's the case, I actually want to go out and I'm going to start looking for our worshippers and see if anybody wants to volunteer. I think having their hands on this project will give them a deeper connection to it, so we'll have people to take care of it once we're gone. off on a traversing the rest of the world.
I don't like that.
Why? What's the matter?
It looks really junky, and I feel that's a poor reflection on us.
It's something that we're working on. They'll be able to see how it is now, and then the finished project will give them pride in it.
I guess. If that's what we want.
I'm okay with leaving worshippers out of this. If you insist, I'm not going to fight you, but that's my two cents as well. My 2 silver as well.
Your 2 copper.
He doesn't go that low.
So I think it would be good to at least have some more direct involvement, and I think volunteer work would be something that we could encourage.
What about? I mean, John, the old man, he was saying that we needed people to teach and stuff in it. Maybe involve them in that respect and start finding people that are prepared for that, rather than the day laborers.
Okay. If you want to handle...
At least until we have
Yeah. If you want to surprise people with it, that's fine as well. Then I will go and I will start looking for people who would be volunteer teachers and potentially priests, I suppose.
Okay.
Alright, then that is what I will do. While I'm here, Terry, do you need anything heavy moved?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and point you out to the charcoal blueprints that are hastily scrawled, and also show you what pieces need to go upstairs and stuff.
I mean, until you've knocked out that entryway, that elevator thing does efficiently lift large lumber up to upper floors, while it's just a hole that goes all the way up.
If you're strong enough to pull it up.
I mean, it's a pulley system. It doesn't take a huge amount of strength.
But while I'm here,
Okay.
It's a multi-pulley system with each pulley reducing the actual... I mean, it's...
While I'm here, I go ahead and use telekinesis to move whatever he needs moved around.
Okay. Get things loaded.
Mechanical advantage.
Yep. Otherwise, as things have largely been cleaned and prestigitationed here on the first level, this kind of points out. So is the first floor just going to be... Is it going to maintain a... Is it going to be a classroom as well? Or is it going to be... I think he said something like, are you going to cook there? Or do we do something with...
I know that's what...
Also, were they saying that we needed a wall knocked out?
No,
That's
we
a good
needed
question.
the wall built. There was a wall knocked out joke that if you knocked out the back wall, it would be on whatever the Muffin Man's road.
Okay.
So yes, we definitely need a wall knocked out.
Oh, you guys.
But otherwise, once things are sort of settled, Alice and Ellie set about perhaps taking some of your spare charcoal, or it's there, and drawing intricate lines through the sidewalls, and taking out a little tool to carve a channel in the wood, which they are laying a large coil of tin cording that Ellie was carrying that none of you have enough passive perception to pay attention to, into the wall, making intricate details, which between the pair of them will be enchanted as sort of like a detailed, like, interwound series of light that goes around the room.
Well, that'll be something else.
Working into a lot of like the existing like carved bits of like the historic building.
So equivalent D&D LED lighting, essentially.
Yeah. So basically they start working on enchanted lighting inside of it that matches the detail on the outer wall and is trying to fit with the artistry of it. Otherwise, old man, you've had your great escape. You're out. What do you head for? Your feet are dirty again.
I guess I clean up my feet the best I can.
Huh?
And head for the fence to get. Well, I just took gold, didn't I? I don't need a fence for that, do I?
For the coins, you might.
Hmm.
The bars are technically stamped, but
Okay, I take all of that to the fence to get it fixed.
mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah?
I know you're gonna say no to this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know who could fix that without costing you money?
What's that?
Terry could fix that real quick.
I believe I paid you last time you fixed something for me and you complained about it.
Can you give me a specific example?
The
He
sword.
sold a sword.
Oh yeah, I mean like, you know, I'll still probably complain about it, but
Think he'd rather
moral
just
cop.
pay his fence then. Fence doesn't complain.
Fence is NPC. Fence doesn't get to be a reoccurring
Yeah,
part of the game.
Fence literally walks away and as he passes beyond the corner, disappears. We forgot he was there.
He's
You are
very good
ruining
sneaker.
my
Hey.
sense of disbelief.
It's Steve's offense. You might have a problem.
No,
It's more of
it's Pickett.
It also is I'm operating within the kingdom's boundaries, and according to the rules I set up, if you do that, you have to pay your fair wage, and I live by example. I use too many resources not to pay back money. If I had just absconded with this stuff without anyone noticing, like if it was gems or something, off a wagon, I wouldn't. But in this case, the right thing to do is to go through official channels.
The right thing to do.
Maybe he set up the rules.
Yeah, they're my rules. I can't break them.
No, that's
I'd be a
my
shitty
use,
god
right?
if I didn't follow the rules.
So you find your fence. Pickett, is a frizzy-haired dwarf.
I walk in and I go, need some currency exchange. Put up the hole.
Will do. Maybe not. I don't know.
Disappeared into the hole.
Start stacking up bags, and then I
Breaks open
pull
the
out-
bags and he counts things out as he goes. Scales on spot.
I of course need clean bars and clean money. I'd prefer platinum and gold for it. You got it.
How about markings from another country?
Oh, those are my favorite, man.
Yes, we have some of those. We'll just easy enough trade them over to there and helps them out too. So starts thinking about whatever. Where we got that? There we go. series either from Entwistle or Jade Country. Large selection of like solid coins that are like the Jade Country currency. That nice
okay,
mix.
so how much do I just lose 10%, right?
Yep.
So
And as far as
10%
whether
of
you want to
4,000.
lose it of the gold or the platinum, you can choose what your what it's easier for you to carry
Well,
around.
I mean, it's 40 gold, 400 gold, 4,400, right?
I'm gonna just trust you to grab a calculator and do your own math.
10% of 4,000 should be 400, unless I'm like retarded today.
No,
That sounds right.
I mean I'm not.
Okay,
But I didn't actually
Make them up.
total up the actual total amount I was giving you. I rolled some dice and gave you some money.
I'm pretty sure it's 4,000. Yeah, because it's 2,000 of the bars.
So
and
3,600 post fence.
1,100 for the gold bars. That's 3,000. Wait, I think I fucked up my own math. 1,100 for the gold, 2,000 for that, and I got 5 times 50, 250 platinum. Yeah, 250 platinum, which is 2,500 gold. And then I got 500,
650.
650 in actual gold. So
This,
50.
ladies and gentlemen, is the math segment.
yes.
While we watch
Welcome
grown
to
men
the
try and
math
do math
segment.
poorly.
Yeah, with calculators poorly. So 515 is their cut.
Yeah. Pickett knows it well.
Uh, One 5 0 minus 5 1
You said
5.
it was a 10% cut.
Yeah. So I
He did.
total is 4,635 gold.
It's,
Is what my take.
yeah, the total value is 6,000.
So I'm just gonna take 460 platinum and 46 platinum. No, 460 platinum, and then the rest will be gold. So 35, 245.
Yeah, your take home should be 5,625.
$5,625.
Gold value, yeah. Because
That's not what I got.
Because your total take home for all the stuff was 6,250. He gets 625 as a 10%
I
cut.
didn't get 6,000.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I didn't add.
Poorly.
So what did you say the total was?
Your total take home is 5,625.
Okay. Drop down that, and then 5,000. Nope, that's my number. 100. Yeah, taking 560 platinum, and I'll add it to my other platinum. Good news! I have over 1,000 platinum again.
Yeah, you chose to rob them blind rather than...
I didn't take their bracelet.
Fair point, yeah.
And
It
then
was magical too. That was nice.
Yeah, I don't want it. I'm then going to go and find the King's Aid. The correct King's Aid, mind you.
Yeah. Look you up. You find you mess around and see him overseeing something in the press room.
I give him a little over here thing.
Oh yes, I'm only seeing the printing of wanted posters. Apparently Dustan has entered the region once more.
Wow, they found that really fast.
Yes, I believe so. I believe apparently a neighboring family was in the process of making a great business deal, and unfortunately Dustan had, within the night before, arrived and absconded with everything they had needed for the deal.
Well, I'm sure the king could offer them a great deal with interest, of course. It would be.
If they want to take it, that would be for him to decide.
Of course it would be.
I may help.
I came to warn you that Dustan was in town, but apparently that was not necessary.
No, it's already been reported. He signed his work.
I was expecting he would have remained hidden a little longer.
Nope. Apparently they checked it the morning before and working out a business deal, and that's when they found out.
That's embarrassing.
That's what they felt. They came to us immediately.
Well, I'm glad they had so much faith. Now, wouldn't happen to need to find him, would we?
Well, we'll put up wanted posters. See if he turns up before anyone else has issue. Of course, everyone else will be ramping up security in the time until we do.
Yeah, quite right. I might have to just track that madman down and see that he comes to justice. We wouldn't want everyone worried all the time.
It's a weird conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know. It's a lot of doublespeak.
As you're off on the side of a room that literally just has like some of the media labors that are doing like printings of the wanted poster.
Yes, well, I suppose we know if there's anything the kingdom needs.
Of course.
Which of you can?
We'll send up word to the heavens.
I give him a little pat on the arm, lean in and give him a whisper, and tell him the total.
Very good. Very good.
And then I say, you know, that project you were working on sounds interesting. I imagine there ought to be some supplies to do it eventually soon.
Yes, well, I mean, it may take a bit.
I just gave him a bunch of cold bars. Like, oh, let me know. I'd be very interested in a present.
Yes. Well, I was thinking largely to, when the time comes, just redistribute amongst the populace.
Seems fair. I know a couple places that would be happy to stock it, so that was their change.
Yes, I think you do.
Well,
some that could even reach far.
Yeah. Well, Lord Advisor, have a good day.
And you. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I've always been fond of being strangers.
And he just turns and walks back to oversee the printing.
Yeah, I go and check on the building and see how that's going.
Okay, you're doing that. Rolfur spending his day investigating the other stuff you've done, Stan, are you still just helping physically at the building, or did you go off to do something else?
Was there time for me to do anything else? I guess I was helping David the whole time.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I was just saying, because yours is just
I totally changed my mind.
Okay. We'll get to that when we get to you. Because I just know that, David had moved on to physical, like, manual work, so you're just helping with that.
I just need to throw it in before you made assumptions about where I was going to be, because I just realized what I ought to do.
Yep.
Well, if I can't recruit other laborers to help David, yeah, I'll physically help myself.
Okay.
Not like I'm gonna get tired.
Yeah. But yeah, and as you work your way up, because you're using 3 more fabricates.
At the end of the day, as long as no shenanigans happen, yes.
Can I leave after I get done
Yeah.
telekinesis? Okay.
And since he was worried about his health, yeah, I stayed around him the whole time.
Got a weak heart.
I do appreciate the company.
Look, I mean, he can't drop to 0 health already.
It's funny what being a god does for your heart.
And if you die, I got 3 days for Rezio, and you'll be fine.
So yeah, you're working on that, and as you work your way up floors, LA and Alice will like push the carving tool like between the levels of floors, following like sort of the lines in the carving on the wall, so that like technically like the intricate designs are flowing up from into the ceiling up from the floor, but where they can basically connect the same enchanted item to limit how much they're actually having to enchant.
Circuitry. Yeah, simple circuitry.
Yep.
Okay. Once they start the enchanting, I'd like to pay close attention.
I mean, basically their command word permanencying light.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
It's a light cantrip, so I just given it a command word to.
Well, very cool.
So what did the old man run off to do then?
I decided when I was walking out the door that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wait for the king to offer a trade deal. I should go and try to make my own. I'm going to go to the front door of the building I just robbed.
Okay. You go to the front door, and there's like out in the yard, and the gate, like there's a guard presence. There's there's an investigation
going to go in the guise of a young merchant.
Oh, hold on, Bob. So they just got robbed, and some stranger comes up to him. Hey, here's an offer for the exact same money you're missing.
Minus 10%.
No, I'm not offering them the exact same money they're missing. All the money looks completely different from different kingdoms.
But just a random person just shows up. Hey, here you go.
Yeah, I heard the news.
Yeah, there was enough of a kerfuffle about this, yes?
I mean, there's I guess if you were just walking in front of their property, there's a kerfuffle. There's guards, and there is like an investigation going on active right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go and ask one of the guards if they would be willing to pass the note to the head of the household that I would like to meet with him about a trade deal.
Well, I mean, I can pass along a note, although I hate to
I
break it to
imagine
you.
you don't. I imagine you won't want me walking through since you're working on it.
No. Unfortunately, they were trying to work a trade deal with someone else, and well, that's what's led to us all being here. I'm not sure they've much for you to trade for.
But you see, there's always banking.
Well, have you a place that they could reach you?
Yes. And, I hand a note, I fill out a little note or something, and hand it to him. And I tell him to, seek me at the inn. The
Far Seeker?
That inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seek me at the Far Seeker.
Seeker, and ask for, Bonka Adamnia. From the Jade Kingdom.
Weird. He doesn't look Jadish.
I'll let them know.
Thank you. And I give the guard 5 gold. I'm like, thank you. I know it's not your job. I really appreciate you passing that note along.
I'll see it gets into the head of household's hand.
Thank you.
Presumably, just in your Jade Kingdom coin.
Yes. I am then going to move as expediently and quietly as I can. So since I'm outside the guards, I'm going to be hurrying. Back to my inn and set my network up on making a fake thing that bank exists. Like, I'm going to be sending notes and, like, just working like crazy to make that happen. So if they look into it, there's at least information that a new bank trying to make connections kind of thing.
Okay. You're working on that. Billy, what did you head off to do?
Well, since Alice convinced me that they want to leave the temple restoration project for just the people who are already working on it, I'm going to go ahead and spend some time doing recruiting for who would like to volunteer to be teachers or priests at it once it is complete.
Okay.
I will be using permanent major image as a advertisement to myself as I fly around on my Pegasus and talk to people and proselytizing, seeing who's interested in being a volunteer for the upcoming temple.
Sure. Make a investigation check to find someone.
All right. Uh, 17.
Mm-hmm. You find a few people that at least are asking questions about it. I mean, they've maybe heard of one or two of you before in the last couple of weeks. You definitely find a lot of concern with the. I mean, I don't know if I know enough to teach anything on it, but at least enough to have potential interest.
Oh, I tell them, and it's like, if you feel, don't worry, we'll go through a preparation course with you.
Oh, I kind of forgot to tell everyone that I already had someone.
If you have 7 floors on which you're doing this, one person's probably not running at all.
No, I have one for me.
Yeah.
There'll be 7 teachers.
It's like, we can use more personnel. It doesn't have to all be priests either. There can be just whatever. Essentially, people to maintain it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you do make your way towards evening with nothing happening. So you finish basically in total the roof and first through 5th floor of 7.
Awesome.
And basically, at that point, you couldn't do any more anyways until the last bits of lumber come. And you'll actually have to do a little bit more on some of the decorative bits that you've...
Oh, there's a lot of decoration that needs to be done. That's almost been untouched.
No, you've done a lot of it while you've gone because it's no difference in effort.
Okay, cool.
By the end, you didn't quite... Yeah, and by the end, you were like, I could do that here, or I could do a whole nother floor and then have to decorate both. And you're like, it's much easier to clean if I just do the whole other floor.
Okay.
So,
cool.
You got that. And so far, nothing has been done with the backdrops?
You could probably see if you can sell them to other theaters, because I can cut them up and use them.
That's a good idea. I mean, I'm gonna basically just try to anything that is remotely salvageable.
Mhm.
I would like to keep in neat piles,
Yeah.
but like in like dry areas. But that's really about it.
Presumably, the backdrops are just there on the first floor because since you took them down before you added floors, that's where they would have fallen to.
Yep.
And also, if you have them on any higher floor, you'd have to knock a hole in the wall to get them out because they would not go down the stairs. Definitely, as you go, getting a little bit of that retro kind of renovated building kind of feel to it. But, useful. And it sounds like your idea with the trap doors in the back is that they're supposed to fall completely out of the way, so while the entranceway pulley system just stays in place as the first floor, you can drop them all if you need and then use it as originally intended if you want, but otherwise just never need it. Is that kind of the goal?
I mean, that makes most sense to me.
That was not what I was thinking, but that is a better idea.
Okay.
I mean, think of the food trolley. You want to walk food up the stairs, or you want to put the trolley and you on a pulley and get pulled up?
So a dumb waiter?
The dumbest of waiters.
Oh!
And if somebody's on the top floor.
Oh, you were just trying to do it to be mean. Oh, okay.
Again, we got 3 days to resurrect it. You'll be fine.
David, I know, coming from me, understand, you're not the god of trickery, all right? Stop it. That's my job. Stop it.
But otherwise...
I agree. It's funny. I'm proud of you, but, stay in your lane. You don't see me baking shit, do you?
We were talking about bacon earlier.
Anyways.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to set up a deal so that I can finance this entire building through the money I stole.
You y'all, I guess, meet back at the tavern by the end of the evening.
They ever able to figure anything out about the missing time frame?
Just what I had told you. That's basically what you were able to do going through your entire day while there. Without getting outside resources, you don't think you're getting any further.
I can literally summon dead people and ask them.
Which dead people are you summoning?
Well, that's the point. That would be the next step. Is if I can't get any more information, it's who was there and who died around that time, and just start popping in people that were around that area at that time asking questions.
Presumably, it's the old king that had done it, and he's dead.
I thought he was still alive.
No.
Yeah, as far as he knows, I'm the old king.
So when you want to interview Bob then, right when he gets back?
Yeah, so you would be the one to ask. If you know that he's the old king. So yeah, you meet back at the tavern. Ellie comes with Alice.
Oh, good to see you.
Yeah, which I'm already at the tavern, just frantically working.
Welcome, Ellie.
Well, you've set other people to work.
I mean, there's a certain amount of documentation and stuff I can do, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is the old man aware that he's missing a massive chunk of time in his official kingdom records?
I take it you burst into my office and state that?
Are you aware that there's a huge gap in your records? It's gotta be somebody is trying to shuffle something.
We all...
No, I'm aware. I know what happened. It's fine.
Well, what happened?
They fell into a fire. I had what was remained copied into new books. The old ones fell into fires.
Well, where are the
Perception check.
In other words, you
they
have
should be where it should be where you were looking, but yeah, they fell into a fire. Unfortunately, I never actually looked at the old records at that time, so I don't know what was in them, and neither did really anyone else. So those records, they're just lost. It sucks. I guess you should put a note in there that says lost due to fire damage or something, so that no one else runs into this problem.
So no one else
I got-
investigates in the future.
I've seen
Yeah.
it. It's like I've seen
I got above. I think I got a.
fire. There would have been collateral damage, but all the missing data is in this specific time frame. Something happened here.
Before the books were bound, it was loose leaf. Why do you think everything's fucking bound now? I demanded it.
That's the point. If it was a fire, we'd have collateral. Well, we don't have collateral. We have a specific time frame that's missing.
Yes, that's the part that fell in the fire. Like a person tripped with the documents, and those documents fell into the fire.
They kept them in order of time frame.
Except I've been in this room. I know it wasn't in order. I've been ordering it.
Well, that's outrageous. That must have happened after I died. I got over 30 in my deception, so good luck with that. You're rolling at disadvantage if you insight me.
Oh, I have a passive insight of 21.
Which means
Which
you
is
don't
nowhere
make
near
it.
enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very sorry for this oversight, but, like, I don't know what you want me to do about it at this stage. You need to make a note in the files that this was lost due to fire.
Are we alone in this room?
No.
Yes.
You
It's
took
my
him
office.
upstairs?
Well, I was in my office working.
Okay, so then yeah.
So we're up there. I check the door. I make sure it's closed. And I cast Zone of Truth. Which isn't likely to have much impact on it. But, you know, quit fudging it. Just let me know what happened.
There is a slight problem with that.
Like your son, not your son. Is that what happened? I mean, you're obviously shuffling something here. Because I'm pretty sure it's got to be
Does
bastarding.
that count as trying to sense my emotions or thoughts? Because I'm immune to that.
Well, Zone of Truth's a charisma save.
Oh no.
Oh.
Why would that make Zone of Truth a charisma save? What a worthless change.
Because you cast it on the fighters and whatnot? The dumbasses?
Don't need it on those people.
24 on my save.
Yeah, saves only go up to like 20 if somebody's maxed out.
So 24.
Mm-hmm.
Statement stands. I say it again that I don't even know what was in those records. They got destroyed, and I had them recopy them, copy down the ones that didn't, so that we had clean records. I don't know what was in the ones that were destroyed.
I wait another round, make another save.
Natural 20.
Go again, another 6 seconds. As I sit here just mean mugging you.
I've already explained it to you. Zone of Truth only works if I'm speaking.
That's true, but I know if you succeed or fail to save. So every time you make that save and
No,
succeed...
you don't.
Yep, I do. Part of Zone of Truth, I know which each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Okay, so
make
that
it
is
again.
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes. And the DC's 18. Your bonus to charisma can't be that good. I mean, it's probably like plus 6, right?
It's a +9.
Well, there you go. You need below an 11.
I need. +9. DC's 18. You said.
Ah, yeah. So you need whatever, or 7 or whatever.
Yeah,
Nine, yeah.
7 or
9.
lower. Or 8. 8 or lower. Yeah.
8. Once again, us trying to do math.
yeah.
What's that? Because that's 6 rounds a minute, right? 10 minutes.
Is it really like every 6 seconds I have to re-roll?
Only if you're talking.
You start your turn there, you have to make the save.
He's letting you know that he knows that you're succeeding on it.
Yes. I don't believe you.
You believe that there was a fire. You believe that there were records lost. But that's not what happened here.
I'll believe it once he fails this save and tells me that's what happened.
I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
That's the point. At some point, you're going to fail that save, and you're not going to be willing to talk, and I'll know you were lying. That's the point, is we get ourselves in a nice little stalemate here, where I know you've been lying about this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna fail the save, look at him and say, the documents were destroyed in a fire, and I go back to my work.
Yeah. I bet they were.
I like how very specific he words. Yeah,
I
I burnt them, so they were destroyed in a fire. I wasn't...
That is specifically what Zone of Truth allows, is you can be real specific with the wording.
Yeah.
And so, was the fire an accident? Were the documents destroyed on accident?
The documents fell into a fireplace, so no, the fire was there deliberately.
Yeah, so, yes, they were purposely burned. That's what I need to know. I mean, I'll probably not be able to figure out what you tried to hide there, but at least now I know it was deliberately hidden.
What he did hide there.
Yeah, some documents. But I don't know.
Wait, you don't care what I did? No, I just need to know this was on purpose.
Yes,
Well,
I
works
don't
out.
really care. I don't really care. I just needed to know that my paperwork was good and solid, and these documents are, in fact, just straight up gone.
I'm going to go in there at night and rearrange his documents and lose something else. And then just write across the book, someone fucked up.
I have perfect recollection for the last month of everything I've read.
But
Oh,
you
the
have to
duck
put
out.
it back in order.
Make them.
Yeah, I'm going to do it to something he already fixed so he doesn't go back and fix it again.
There you can do it, yeah.
Anyone
Are you
else
gonna
do
write
anything
the-
in the evening?
I'm all out of petty things. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not actually doing that.
Okay.
Also,
And I never admitted to shit, so fuck you.
I'm done with my playwriting, done with my book writing. Now I'm pretty set to go to bed.
I will spend some time working on theory on that possum pouch.
Oh crap, I wouldn't have said that. I would have just cast Dispel Magic. I forgot I can do that.
And then I definitely know you were lying. It doesn't. No, that's the point. It's Zone of Truth. There's no way you escape that without me knowing that it was a lie. Because any
No,
attempt to thwart it is
I
a
just could be tired of dealing with you.
any attempt to thwart it is a declaration of guilt.
No, you can thwart it. It's called glibness.
Yes, glibness doesn't.
Yeah.
And with that,
I
Bob
shaped
left.
it into a
well, we're done anyways. We didn't need him around. We're signing off. We'll pick up the next day. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.